2, cleared to close. I'm sorry, the 3, cleared to close. We get a clear to close and instantly we get one of 2 messages back. 1, where's my loan commitment? And 2, where are my final figures? Okay. Clear to close means that the underwriter has signed off of it. There's nothing back they're going to come for and ask. That doesn't mean that it hasn't gone back to the processor yet, in which case the processor puts together the loan commitment and sends that out to the real estate agent and the client. So that can take sometimes a day, depending on when we get let's say we get the clear to close at 4:00 on a Friday. It might be Monday before you get the loan commitment. And we'll always get them to you as soon as we can, even before the loan commitment date, if possible. And the second one of those, like we said, is what are my final costs to close? So just for some ideas, once we get the clear to close then goes to our closing department. The closing department has to prep all the documents with all the final figures, final invoices, everything. Double check that against the accepted offer and any amendments to make sure that the numbers are accurate. Then it goes to the title company in the state of Wisconsin. Your state might have something a little bit different, but pretty similar from state to state. Then it goes to the title company's closing department. The title company then takes all the buyer side and all of the seller side and balances those numbers so that we can get to one number at the closing table that the buyer's going to bring into close and the seller's going to either get back or bring into close, depending on the scenario for the seller. Those processes take 12 to 24 hours for our closing department and 12 to 24 hours for the title's closing department. It is not odd for closing documents and final figures to take somewhere between 24 and 48 hours from the cleared to close. Soon as we get them, we literally get them, and within 10 minutes, they are sent off to the client every time we get them. We're always on the lookout for those. If we don't have them, contact us, or your lender, for example, wouldn't have them. I had to call a client today and say, you're closing this afternoon. We got you the really close estimate. We're going to have the final exact number for you about 6 hours before closing. Why? Because we got an invoice on Friday afternoon at about 4:00 that changed our final figures. So, but where we were lucky is we did all of our due diligence and the rest of the numbers had been balanced with the title companies behind the scenes because we knew this was going to be a last minute file. We have the ability to do that. Not all lenders do, not all loan companies do. So you want to make sure that you understand that timeline. But again, I think I'm speaking for all lenders when I say they need 24 to 48 hours to get from a clear to close to the final docs on a regular basis. That keeps everything cool, calm, and collected. That keeps the processing departments happy, the closing departments happy, the title companies happy, and then it gets back to us. Rushing usually causes delays. I know that sounds crazy, but everybody's trying to rush, trying to get in. And when you try to force something on a rush, it typically then brings up more issues, or we are missing documents, and then it actually delays the process. So when you stay with a tried and true flow, goes through no problem every time.